Hi everybody, it's Mama Sue, and I'm here today to give you a quick 101 lesson on packing an adventure bag. I highly recommend this for people of all ages, but in particular for those of us who are over 50, who have mobility issues, maybe a little fluffy. We do have some things that we need to take with us on a regular basis, and I'm going to show you what we need to do. The first thing you're going to need is you're going to need to purchase a really nice bag. I personally use a backpack, but I have used a messenger bag in the past. What I like about those is that they're big, they're easy to maneuver around, and they're easy to get in and out of. I do not recommend taking a purse when you go out adventuring. The reason is that you're going to be tempted to set the purse down, you're going to walk off without it, you're going to turn your back, somebody's going to take it, somebody's going to take something out of it. With a bag that is securely fastened to your body, it's a lot less likely that you're going to lose it or have it stolen. This is my bag. It is obviously very Disney-esque. One of the things I really like about it was the fact that it's got a lot of pockets in it. This nice big one here. Inside, there are several pockets on the back side. There are several pockets on this side as well. On each side of the bag, it does have additional pockets. I'm going to show you what I put in my bag. One of the first things that I think about is weather. And you're going out, you're enjoying the local festivities, the local culture, whatever you're doing out there on that day. If it's really warm and sunny, you're going to want shade. And if you're going someplace that doesn't provide a lot of shade, you definitely are going to want to take an umbrella. This umbrella is small. It's about the size of my palm, a little bit longer than that. I got this relatively inexpensively through Walmart, but you can also purchase them online at Amazon.com. They run between $5.99 and $10.99, and they're really nice, small, compact. Next thing I recommend is if you're going to an area where it's expected to rain, definitely invest in a poncho. This is a nicer one. This is not disposable. This is reusable. I spent $16 on this at Walmart. I have seen them available online at Amazon as well. Do keep in mind that if you do use this poncho, when you do get back to your hotel or you get home that night, take it out, wipe it down, hang it up so it's going to dry, because you do not want to put it back in this bag with the bag wet or your poncho wet, because you are going to get mold and mildew and you're going to ruin this poncho. I like this one because it's nice and big. And when I use my mobility scooter, I can put it over my mobility scooter as I'm scooting along, and I'm staying dry, and so is the scooter. The next item that I think is really important for weather related is for sun, and it's definitely a sunscreen. You need to get a good quality, high number sunscreen. I don't care if you are fair skinned or if you are dark skinned and you feel that you don't burn. The fact of the matter is, you are going to end up getting exposed to the different types of sun rays, and you can still burn, you can still cause skin damage, so it's really important to have a good sunscreen. The other thing I want to remind you is that these do expire, so do keep in mind that you do have to replace these periodically, because once they expire, their level of coverage goes down considerably. Health and safety is very, very big in our society right now. And one of the things that I like to take with me are wet wipes. These are great for wiping down your neck, your face, your hands. A lot of venues you go to, they are giving you flimsy napkins nowadays. So it's nice to have an extra napkin, especially if you decide to eat something crazy like, barbecue. You're gonna need to wipe up. The other item that I take these days are these sanitizing wipes. I got these at Costco, but I have seen them available online at Amazon as well. They are really great for wiping down tables, wiping down your scooter, wiping down countertops. These are your masks, and I do keep several masks in my bag. I have a couple of fabric ones, and I have these disposable ones that have a little bit better filtration system in them. I feel a lot safer when I'm out in big crowds to have my extra masks. I do have a special pocket for them in the backpack, so that I know that they're always going to be there. Speaking of health and safety, I do also carry with me a bag with my medications in it and emergency supplies. I have things in here like Band-Aids. I have wet wipes for my lenses and for my camera lens. I use essential oils for headaches and the basic medical necessity. I have found by putting my oils in a medicine bottle, they tend to not leak as much. I do this with all my oils now. Anytime I'm traveling, I've got several of these in my bag. The other thing that I keep in here, and it's really important, when I went to Disneyland last November, I had a bowl of clam chowder. It was the best tasting clam chowder I've eaten in a long time. And I love clam chowder. Well, guess what? I've developed an allergy to shellfish. Learned that the hard way. So I now travel with Benadryl. And then always the mainstay of having Tylenol, ibuprofen, aspirin, whatever it is that you're going to need. I always like to have them in a nice baggie that is not going to, if something gets spilled, it's not going to ruin your product. I also do recommend that taking along feminine hygiene products, even if you don't use them any longer. They are really good for nosebleeds. They are good for cuts and abrasions. There are a lot of uses for them other than for the feminine hygiene needs. I have asthma, and I have to have access to my inhaler at all times. So I keep my asthma inhaler separately in my backpack. And this is one of the reasons I liked this bag. Because if you look right here, I have this really nice big pocket in the front. I just drop it in there. Anything that I need to get at urgently is right here. And it's easy to get to. I don't keep my wallet in here because it is a little bit easier for people to snap into it. And if you've got it on your back, they can figure out ways to get into your bag. We don't want that. I do keep my wallet inside here, and there's a little zip lock or zipper section here. It makes it really hard for people to get into it. I live in Arizona, and I completely tell people to make sure you hydrate. If you're going to an event here in Arizona on Saturday, you need to start drinking water on Thursday. But I'm going to kind of push that forward. You need to be hydrating all the time, whether you're going to an event in Arizona or you're going to an event up in Washington State. Hydrate. So I always keep a water bottle with me. It's nice to have cold water at your fingertips when you want it. It also saves you paying exorbitant prices at events and parks when they're charging $4, $5, $6 a bottle of water. And when I was in Vegas, I couldn't believe how expensive the water was when I was up there on the strip. Most events nowadays are not providing straws, or if they do provide straws, they are flimsy paper straws. They're worthless. They turn to mush, they get gross, they're just not good to use. So I was at Michael's. I found these really great, they're flexible, bendy, reusable straws. There was a package of 6. I carry 3 or 4 with me at all times. What I really liked about this package, though, it has this really great brush. It used to clean your straws, so you can keep them clean at all times. I keep this in my bag as well, because when I'm done drinking at the park, I go to the water fountain or go to the bathroom, kind of rinse it out, scrub it down a little bit, put it back in my bag. Another thing that I keep that is really kind of odd is I keep extra hair rubber bands. I need them for my hair, but they come in handy for a lot of different things. Holding up pants, if you lose your button on your pants, there's a lot of fixes that you can use and use these hair bands on. So I do keep these in my bag as well. And then last but not least, we do live in a technology-based world. We all have cell phones, or most of us do. And if you're at an event and you're trying to find your friends because you've misplaced them, and I've done that, I've misplaced my friends and my family all the time. If your phone's dead, you're gonna have a heck of a time finding them. So I always travel with a charger. However, I rarely use this because when you're at a big public outdoor venue or you're at a museum and there's limited plugs, you're not going to be able to plug in. It's going to take you a while. You're stuck sitting there while it recharges. You're not enjoying yourself. So I keep this in my bag, but I don't use it. I make sure I have my cord, and I keep myself a battery pack. They range anywhere from $10 on up to $200 or $300. This one cost me about $30. I can recharge 3 cell phones from this in one setting. It does have the ends where you can put in your plugs. I always make sure that I travel with my cord, which is a C, but I always have a B and an A just in case I have a friend who's got an iPhone or I have a friend who has an older cell phone. Then we can make sure that we can get everybody charged. So those are my basics. Some of the things other people I know put in there, they put in a product called Chub Rub, which is really good for where your skin rubs on your body, whether that be on your arms or your inner thighs. A lot of great products out there for that. I am hoping to do a review, product comparison of those different products in the future. I also have friends that carry moleskin, especially if you're doing a lot of walking and you're not used to it. That moleskin does come in very, very handy. I have been known to travel with extra socks, and there are a lot of reasons. You don't know if your feet are going to get wet. But I have been known to use socks as gloves. I have been known to use the bigger socks, the tube socks, to hold an ice pack on. But these are my basics. If you have any other questions, put them down in the comment section. If you liked my video, give me a thumbs up. That's really important to me because it just tells me that you like what I'm doing. If you want to see more of my videos, hit subscribe. I do anyway, I do videos based on my needs. I am over 50. I am fluffy. I have some mobility issues, but I am not going to let any of those issues hold me back any longer. I am going to get out and adventure. I want to know what your adventure is. What adventures do you want to do? What are things that you want to do? Because I will go out and do those things and show you how to do it. That's the whole point of my channel. So comment below. I want to thank you guys all for joining me today, and you have a great day. Bye-bye.